Let's look at the bishop. Ah, you can see his fingers. Let's look at the bishop. I didn't want to look at that.
The fingers have been crushed and violently struck.
This is horrible. I shouldn't be recording this as I'm about to go to bed.
A piece of rope that was used to tie up that poor man. The fingers have been crushed and violently struck.
Oh, it's horrible.
His forearms have been ripped. Pieces of skin have been torn off. What do you think, Watson?
I'd say that he was eaten alive. Yet I've noticed a curious degeneration of the skin tissue around the wounds.
No, I don't want to do that. I want to get out of here. How do I get out of here? Close. Ew. Scar.
You can see by his expression that he suffered terribly.
His mouth is covered in blood, and I can make out strips of skin between his teeth.
Oh, he was
My dear
force-fed his own
friend,
flesh.
Everything points to this man having gnawed at his own forearms.
That's unbelievable, Holmes. His chest has been lacerated, I would say, with a very sharp and fine blade.
Oh, this is absolutely horrible. Why am I doing this? Oh my goodness, his feet. Oh my goodness.
This poor man was tied just below the knees.
To stop him from walking, certainly, but mostly to free his feet.
His feet have been burned.
My first impression is that he wears a size 9 shoe.
You? But what does it matter, Holmes?
A finger. Apparently it doesn't belong to the Bishop of Knightsbridge.
How dreadful.
These burns are terrible.
My God, Holmes, this man was horribly tortured.
Ew. Ew.
Something is missing here.
Oh, yes? And what might that be?
His shoes. Watson, his shoes are missing.
Right.
This stove is filled to overflowing.
To burn him, yes. No, let's switch back. Let's switch back.
A broken phial and blood near the neck.
What a strange smell. Phew. Chemical components, I think.
A bottle of whiskey. I can make out fingerprints stained with blood and dirt.
Okay.
There is blood on this paperweight. This paperweight was used to crush the victim's fingers.
Okay, so that's irrelevant.
A
Okay.
broken bottle of whiskey. However, the Bishop of Knightsbridge was known for his sobriety. It would seem that the brutes who tortured the bishop to death were intoxicated with alcohol.
Right, okay. Thank you. Oh, hello.
A whip?
No, it is a discipline for self-flagellation. This metal rod is for fastening the chilies. It's a cilice designed to bruise the person wearing it. The bishop wore it as repentance. This very pious man must have had the habit of mortifying his flesh as a means of repentance.
Is it a cilice or a chilice? More pens.
The picture of Peregrine Maitland, commander of the infantry brigade of Her Majesty's Guards at Waterloo.
The Bishop of Knightsbridge has the same name as his ancestor, an illustrious family.
These traces reveal that the thieves tried to open this chest. Impossible to open it. I am missing some information.
Are you? It's a chessboard, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hello. Oh, it's not a chessboard. It's 7 by 7. I mean, a board like this to me immediately implies Queen's puzzle. Queen's puzzle, you have, in this case, it would be 7 queens, and you put them in such a way that no queen can take another. in one move, and then you hit the thing. So
Reverend, I'm missing something, an implement with which to open this chest. Could you tell me where to find it?
No, go to the devil.
What are you afraid of, Reverend? What is inside the chest?
I'm not afraid of anything. In fact, I do have the necessary implements, but if I have to give them to anyone, it will be to a representative of the law and no one else.
Right, of course, that's not going to hurt. How it works.
You have no right to search here.
Hello.
Watch where you're putting your feet, Watson. Have you noticed these prints upon the ground?
Everyone's walked on them.
Well, yes, those muddy marks.
See here, Watson. Footprints can often provide more vital information than the very best of informants.
Yes, if you know how to make them talk, that is.
It's child's play, Watson. We will begin by excluding the contaminating prints, which are yours and mine from where we came in, and those of our dear Reverend who was so impatient to call the police.
Right, well...
Size 9. Size 9. Size 9. Size 9.5. Size 9.5.
It's going to be size 9 as well, isn't it?
Size 9.
And he's switched his size by the sound.
A fragment of stone. Peculiar. This print came from an expensive pair of shoes, and it seems recent. It is not a laborer's shoe. Well-worn shoes with an odd pattern on the soles. Hobnail boots like those worn by laborers. Hobnail boots like those worn by laborers.
And the final pair?
Hobnail boots like those worn by laborers. Hobnail boots like those worn by laborers.
So they're switched. How many criminals were there? 3.
Perfect. We now know that there were 3 crooks.
So, yeah, 3 and 3 in question 2. One man joined those who one man left the room wearing different shoes. Because he went round there. All men left the room wearing different shoes.
Strange but true. One of the crooks was wearing a different pair of shoes when he left here. Therefore, we have 3 men who came in and left again, but one of them was wearing a different pair of shoes from the ones which he came in
The
with.
bishop.
So, all we have to do is look for a workman who likes Italian shoes.
Yes, precisely, Watson. Always have a look at the organ. Well, pipe organs are beautiful things. I don't know why you'd have one in your room. Seems rather ridiculous. Hello. Yes.
A surgical scalpel covered in blood.
Yes, pick it
There
up.
isn't any doubt. The wounds on the bishop were administered with this scalpel.
Can I now get the things off from you?
You have no right.
Okay, no right to search in here.
This door has not been forced. Where does it lead, Reverend?
To His Excellency's room. There is just a mattress and a stool.
Well, where even are we? Nope.
It is impossible to get out. The bishop's bedroom. It is very austere. Nothing in particular here.
No, I want to look here. I have someone's toe. It looks like a toe. It's that or a thumb, maybe.
Closed. The veranda door hasn't been forced. Strange. Reverend, might I have the key?
No! You have no authority here. Let me call the police.
Perhaps we should listen to him, Holmes.
Perhaps you should let me get on with this, Watson.
But you're not the. Why does he keep talking about the fact I don't have any authority? I mean, to some extent, you could argue he doesn't have any authority either. See, one of the benefits of doing it this way is it does rather limit your view of things. Oh, is there something I've missed here, eh? Something I've missed in the finger department. I didn't know he was tied.
His stomach is covered in scratches. Quite evidently, they weren't made recently.
That's the Solis.
So, these wounds were not made by his murderers.
Yes, that's completely and utterly irrelevant to the whole thing, isn't it? Well, I mean, if I zoom over that now, that's green. Right. Well, I think now we go to the deduction board. Black. Shoes are missing. Shoes. Man with the clergy, left wearing bishop shoes. Must have come back for his shoes. That makes sense. Oh, therefore. Oh. That's veranda. Veranda wasn't churched. Didn't know anything, not even in the safe. Murders were looking for something specific. Alright. So, therefore. Right, there we go. They were hide by someone. Chest. Able to open the safe. Torture. Short penitence. Modifying self is used to pain. Resisted torture. Bishop didn't.
Perfect. It is evident that the Bishop of Knightsbridge's killers were after something specific, and that they did not find it. Reverend, I shall ask you one more time. Open the chest. The item they were seeking must still be inside. It is unlikely that they will let this matter rest. They will most certainly return to finish what they started.
And I'm telling you once more, the chest is locked and shall remain so.
Very well. We have reached an impasse. You are a stubborn man, Reverend. Watson, accompany our friend to the police station and return with Inspector Baines. Baines and no one else. I shall wait for you here. Go. Alone at last. Now I can continue my investigation.
I like that, because in some ways it shows a degree of respect for Banks. Or maybe he just wants the really rubbish one. See if we can work out how to do this. Let me do
I am missing...
the information. There are pins there. They must be relevant. They must be relevant. Okay, maybe we can't do that. Then maybe we have to try this door again. Oh no, it's locked, isn't it?
This lock should be easy to pick. Let's see.
Oh dear, okay.
I need something.
I think we have. Oh, the pin.
This lock should be easy to pick. Let's see.
Or do I need to... Actually, no.
That's not right.
That's the first bit we can interact with, but that's meant to be straight, isn't it? So if I do that...
That's not...
I wish I could put it in and fiddle with it and see how it was meant to work. Oh, hello. It's meant to be like that, isn't it?
That's not right.
Because it's flat. Well, actually, no, it goes down. And oh, no. It's down like that, isn't it?
That's not... That's not... That's not...
Right, okay, so I need to basically break this a bit more. That's as far down as that will go. Because I assume that when we put it in, it's flat. So I assume this lines up roughly with here. So this needs to go down like that. So it can go like that, or like that.
That's not... That's not... That's not...
Unless I meant to do it like that.
That's not...
The problem is...
That's...
You see, I don't know where this... Is this coming... Oh, this is too short.
That's not...
This is what it's meant to look like. This is too short. By the looks of things. That's down one. Oh no, it isn't. What am I talking about? Because this is this bit, isn't it?
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Yes.
There isn't anything much in this room. It must be used as a reading or meditation room.
Hang on. Ink spill, inkwell.
This inkwell was tipped over recently.
Exactly. Ooh, books. Tea! Oh, no. Never mind. Oh, curtains.
Apparently, someone wanted to hide this statue.
Hiding this statue? Nay! What a terrible idea.
This horse resembles a large chess piece. There is a message underneath this statue. Let's see.
What a lack of imagination. Use your passion for chess. The last square on which the knight will place himself after having covered all the others will be the right one. I love you.
This message was written by a woman, but for whom was it intended? Interesting, this chess game.
Well, let's come over here. Oh, I was in the right one. Sorry,
An
never
ink
mind.
stain, quite fresh. This stain is just on the edge of the rug. Let's see. There is nothing on the floor, yet the ink must have soaked through the rug.
But it was over this side, wasn't it?
An ink stain. The ink stain on the floor comes from the ink on the rug, but they are not in the same place. Someone has moved the rug recently.
Yes, indeed. So what are they hiding?
That is curious. There is something strange on the floor. Certain stones have been marked out, just like a chessboard.
Except this is 5x5.
That I need.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's going to highlight green once I've done them. I'm sure there's a system to doing all of them. So I can't go back there, so I have to come down to one of these. Ah, if I go there, they're all locked, so I have to come here. If I go there, I have to go here now. If I go there, they're blocked, so I have to go there. If I go there, I have to come down. Oh, if I go here, I go down here. Which means then I go to one of these two. If I go there, I'm blocked, so I have to come down here. And there. And there. And there.
That's not right. Start again.
Right, okay, so I have to reset everything. Well, let's go here and hit the. Let's try and hit the corners. Get those done. So I've already done that one. So now I know. Maybe just try and colour in the sides that we can. And go around. So you're there. So I can go to one of these two. So whether I should do the the center point first. One, two, three. Oh, I can do all of these, yeah. There we go.
This last piece should be the good one. It will have to be pulled free.
There we go.
I need.